Alright guys, well, I'm back today with a Prism Magnifier combo from Monstrum Tactical. If you're unfamiliar, Monstrum Tactical is making some very impressive Prism optics, and they just created their brand new Ghost 2x forward magnifier that works in conjunction with Prism optics. More about the entire setup in a minute, but what they've done is bundled a wide variety of Prism optics with their Ghost 2x forward magnifier to save you some money. On top of that, for this video release, they created a 25% off discount code to save you even more money, making some of these bundles as low as $127, and that includes free shipping. In a nutshell, Monstrum has a ton of different Prism optics that all have a great value. They work down at the range, they have pretty decent eye relief, especially for the price points. The 1X have some of the best eye relief I've seen for any Prism optic under 150. They have very simple reticles to understand, and they all come in robust housings. They generally sell for $80 to $90. The Ghost 2x forward magnifier is pretty slick because it actually sits in front of any Prism optic, red dot or LPVO. So if you wanted to purchase this separately, it would actually work in front of a low power variable optic. Even if you bought this bundle, you could save a ton of money and kind of separate these off and put this in front of an LPVO, a red dot, or a Prism optic. Now, why would you want a forward mounting magnifier rather than a rear mounting magnifier? And specifically for an LPVO or something like a Prism optic that either won't fit behind the Prism optic because of rail space, or you have a limited eye relief, meaning you have to be pretty close up to maybe a 3x or a 5x Prism or even an LPVO, and the Prism optic or the magnifier in the front just simply won't work with that setup. So this is pretty slick because it has an unlimited eye relief, and it also is a flip-to-side device. Now this particular one is a 2x magnification, and I've got sitting on a 1x Prism, so it goes from a 1x to a 2x when it's in front. But if you put a 3x Prism, this would go to 6x, a 5x would go to 10x, giving you a ton of versatility with a simple flip-to-side mount, and making the Prism optics just simply more effective at distance. Again, these magnifiers also work with LPVOs, so if you had the 1 to 10 LPVO, you could essentially have a 1 power optic with this flipped to the side and a 20 power optic with this flipped into the front, taking a basic optic and really stretching out its capabilities to its maximum potential. This is a very slick and ingenious setup that I haven't seen from other companies. It seems like Monstrum Tactical is the first one to do this. Now, the magnifiers generally sell for about $90, and your Prism optics generally sell for about $90 or maybe a little bit more depending on the configuration. So when you're looking at these bundles online, you're already going to save about $10, $20, even $30 on the bundles themselves. But then when you add the 25% off discount code specifically for my viewers, you can start getting some of these sets for as low as about $127. For instance, the one you were looking at right here is actually on sale for $169 as a bundle, the 1X and 2X respectively. And after the discounts, this is $127. So you are saving a ton of money and getting a solid 1X Prism magnifier and that 1X Prism optic and a solid flip to side magnifier for an incredible price. So I don't think these are going to last long. A lot of times these codes will expire after a few weeks to a month, and I get a lot of comments in the video, hey, I'm watching this video and the code is expired. It's really beneficial to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so you don't miss deals like this. And a lot of times companies are creating specific deals for my viewers, so you guys get a jump on it to save you some money, and that is no different with this. So it's a pretty cool option that you guys can take advantage of and save a ton of money. If you are interested in a full overview and actually range footage of using this flip to side magnifier and my more detailed opinions on its performance, you can check out my full review video and you can get all that info. And in summary, it's been holding up great. I haven't had any issues, and it's pretty darn versatile. I actually had this in front of a few other Prism optics and brought it back to this one. I really like the way this setup is, and it's nice if you were taking shots with this 1X Prism kind of as a CQB, more of a red dot style scenario, but then you wanted to double that zoom level, you could flip this in front and really extend your capabilities. Same with the 3X optics. If you were kind of doing mid-range shooting with the 3X Prism optic, you can jump it to 6 and really take some shots at a distance. So I feel like it's a great great opportunity to save some money and get this bundle. A huge shout out to Monstrum Tactical for setting this up specifically for my viewers. They sent these optics out for the original review video back in the day, so I appreciate that as well. They're both holding up great, functioning good down at the range, and holding zero. One key note though, because this sits in front of the magnifier itself, you will have to sight this one in after you sight your optic in, but once you sight it in, it's good to go whether you flip it to the side or not. Both will stay sighted in. So again, just something interesting, since this sits in front, you will have to sight this in independently, but it's super simple, and you sight it in just like a red dot or a prism optic with the provided tools inside the caps. So it's pretty simple to get everything set up. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.